Hey guys, it's going. It's R.D.V. This is Zach.
What's up?
The puppets are tied up a little bit.
Yes. Tied up, thrown in the closet. We lost the key.
We got tired of them besmirching us, and it's time to keep the puppets down.
That's right. Human solidarity.
Down with Froggy, down with Puppetine. We're gonna burn this shit down.
Human lives matter.
Human lives. Puppets are meant to be controlled by humans.
Exactly.
So
we control them. We're not their Pinocchio marionettes.
All right.
Their place.
Hello to our one viewer, Marania.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing up. If you could just let everybody else know on his channel, hey, we're over here.
They're all waiting for us over there. It's like, hey, where are those guys?
Right.
This is my first time back in a week. I'm not eating cake this week. I am here at my duly scheduled time to talk about comic books.
Exactly. Something new we're gonna try. Maybe we'll do this next Tuesday. We don't know. Depending on what you guys want. If there's a demand for this, we'll be over here. We're you may have seen us over on Angle Teens. I love comics. We usually do top 5 over there, but I figured this channel needs some love. There's too much puppet crap going on here.
Too many puppets. Nah. Too many readings. No. Like readings are great, but you got to have some variety on there.
We got to censor the puppets.
There's a reason Nick at Night doesn't just show the Andy Griffith show. You got to have variety. So we're trying this out over here. So
Nick at Night,
yeah, Nick at Night. Or TV Land.
Is that still a thing?
I don't know. Maybe it's not. That was when I was a kid. Maybe Me TV is a better
90s reference. Possibly. Who knows?
Maybe.
Anyway, I figure we'll just jump right into this. I got a good list here. Zach, I think you got a top 5 or 3.
I came up with my list is it was short already. I kind of stretched it out. I got a couple of honorable mentions. Maybe I got one big dishonorable mention because I dropped a book from my list today.
Yeah.
If you were on Twitter and you saw the leaked spoilery pages for the new issue, I think it's issue number 6 of the Human Target. I'm done. I'm out. and all of my last couple of ounces of goodwill towards Tom King are out with me. So we're not doing that anymore. I was already giving up. I was giving up a whole bunch of mini series anyway. This one I was one of the couple I was going to see to completion, but no. After today, I'll save the money.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So I'm not going to go all. I'm going to try to restrain myself, but it was bad. As a JLI fan. I was a little not okay with what happened. So, but I did have a list I was able to put together. I got a top 5. I even got a few honorable mentions in there. Some stuff that might pique my interest.
Let's go right into this right away then.
Yeah.
What we'll do, since we have a shorter list, so we're going to keep this an hour long for your sanity, those who are listening, and Yep. So we'll start with our books, go through our list, and then we'll go over through the rest to see what the rest of the comic books are coming out this week. So it's a short week for both of us, to be honest. Yeah. I barely got 5.
Yeah. It's a really unusual week. Now I think next week is going to be bigger. Next week I have exactly 5 books in my pull list.
So what I'll do, since you only have 3, I'm gonna give my 5.
I've got 5. I did stretch it out to 5. I had 3 already. I found 2 other titles to add.
Good.
So yeah.
All right. So with no further ado, I guess since I'm new here and I'm hosting, I took it over the channel. I'm going to start with mine. Let's go right into this. Figure where it is. And it's by a book. It's ironically, it's a book I'm probably gonna be dropping too.
Really?
Yeah, if I can.
Interesting. And we are using League of Comic Geeks for those of you that are new here. This is where we go. We look up all the new upcoming issues.
Yep. We just wait for the page to load sometimes.
Circle. Oh yeah, you were telling me about this. Yep.
This book is pretty much it's she's not a new writer. The writer on this is Mirka or Mirka. I don't know. It's and Andolfo. She's been on it
Mhm.
before. Uh, in this arc, basically, Red Sonja is basically came across a village and she's supposed to deliver this kid to her mother. Because her, and along the way she finds out this little girl has powers. And what's really frustrating is this little girl, Sitha, keeps calling Red Sonja mother in this, which really frustrates the heck out of me because it's like even Red Sonja gets annoyed by it. So it's like, I'm not your mother, but eventually she gives in. She starts to show feelings to the kid. It's like, no, I'm sorry, Red Sonja. Sonja, you cannot have a child. You are a badass warrior. You're not a mother. You gave that up.
Yeah.
This is yeah.
Is that the kid, Storm? Is that Storm
The
behind
little
her?
the little girl in here, yes, you'll see her. If I can go over it, if I can find one.
It's so sad because sometimes that combination does work. Like I know it worked with the Mandalorian, the whole lone wolf and
But
cub
like,
theme, but
it is just horrible. It's like,
Mm.
look at these covers. Is this like, I'm sorry. Maybe you like this stuff. But it's like, this is more manga. This is not.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Well, that other cover you had up, I even
Yeah,
typed. I was like, she looks like a goblin. Like
yeah.
that's not what I would, that's not what I'm used to
Trying to find
seeing.
it. This is the Joseph
That
Michael Linzer cover
that
right
might
here.
be the best looking one. That might be the best looking one. It almost reminds me of what's his name,
Yes.
Frazetta, a little bit. It's got a little
And
Frazetta
it's
flavor to
funny
it.
because like a friend of ours had pointed out that these covers it's pretty much Dawn. Because his main creation that Linzer is famous for. He created this character called Dawn. And she,
Mm-hmm.
basically has the same color hair, same style, same drawn, but her hair is a little shorter and she has like a scar under her eye, her left eye.
Mm-hmm.
Like or a red tear or whatever. And so yeah, it's interesting how he draws his characters, but out of all the ones here, it's like that is the only cover that I've seen that actually looks normal.
Yeah. Yeah. None of
Um,
these other ones really
there's
look like they fit.
cosplay, but even the cosplay is like okay, it's better than the main cover, but it's
Mm, I don't. The cosplay covers always look weird to me.
it just looks like I'm gonna start watching like the Masters of the Universe. That's what I feel like when I see these covers.
A little
Like,
bit.
oh, where's He-Man now? He's gonna pop out of the corner.
No, Skeletor is. Found you, He-Man. Oh no, I'm in the wrong
To be fair,
universe.
this is Skeletor now, 2022.
Oh.
Yes. No, but like I said, the last issue, which and he's been coming out monthly. The
Mm-hmm.
reason I'm dropping this title because the last issue, the girl they were someplace in a bar and they came in. They wanted Sonya to go with them, because the evil Baron lady, Dragon Baron lady, who is a cannibal herself, good looking girl. At least they draw her nicely in the book, but she is, she wants Sonya to come with her, and Sonya refuses, gets a fight. The little girl freaks out, causes flames with and her powers released because she has this inner demon or something. They're not really saying what it is, but she hears his voice and there's like, let me out. So those who watched Doom Patrol season 2 with the little girl who has this little imaginary friend, it's like a fire demon. This girl has something similar to that, and it basically she causes a distraction. Red Sonja gets hit in the back of the head with the butt of the sword.
Mm.
Yeah, and then is held at the jail. So then, and we find then we find out in this issue, basically, the last issue is that she has to work with this thief. Now this thief's going around stealing food from all the people in town, and she has the point it looks. This is where it gets a little I don't want to say woke. Most people might get triggered by this. The thief is actually, even though it looks like a boy, it's a girl. She's so skinny and she cut her hair, and the girl in here, Sith, is like, I thought because you're not a boy. He's like, so I goes, you're a girl. Why do you dress like this? He's like, I can dress the way I want to dress. I was like, okay, sure, whatever. I don't know why this is in the book. Why? But Sith is kind of not all there either. She's kind of really innocent, a child.
Yeah. It took a
but
little left turn away
but
from the
this
story. Yeah.
this new girl is this that's the thief is taking care of these other kids, and the other kids like the brat 1, brat 2, and brat 3 is what she calls them. They don't even give them names,
Hmm.
and she's always stealing food for them. So and in order to, and this girl basically like the thief wants to use Sitha to go break into the Baron's place because she wants to steal from the Baron.
This
So
is this issue, or this is the last
the
issue?
last issue.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
this issue is where they arrive into the castle and they're gonna save Red Sonja because Red Sonja's been in the cage, hanging in the dungeon for a couple
Oh
of days
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, what is this plot here? This is horrible. So
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah. It's like yeah. It's like this is what I was saying earlier. It's like you don't buy a Spider-Man book and expect to read Spider-Man being the damsel in distress.
And it's not because it's a woman writer writing it. There have been other female writers. Amy Chu actually wrote it, a good action story stuff. There was, there's even been on writers who have in the past where Red Sonja was, I think it was Dan Abnett actually. In the there was, I think it was Red Sonja Superpowers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
A bunch of wolves came at her, and she just killed the wolves, like defend herself. And after a while, it's like, yeah, was it heartbreaking? It was as a dog owner, you don't want to see that, but it's like it was like her not being saved by somebody else. She was defending herself, holding her own.
Right.
And taking all the hits. She's supposed to be a nonstop warrior. Instead, she's let this kid's cause her grief, and now she's gonna be saved by the kid. This is not a Red Sonja book. This is someone who basically doesn't understand the character. Now, to be fair, I haven't read the past volume that this woman has written, but this reminds me of like the Mandalorian kind of hijinks in a sense. If Grogu was like, you know what, Mandalorian, I'm going to save you from everything now. After I saved you from that giant rhinoceros, I'm going to save you again every episode. So, yeah, it's
not far off. You're not far off. Yeah.
So it's starting to get a little annoying. So that's why it's at my number 5. It's barely on the 5, and I'm going to get it this week.
Gotcha.
I mean, the slim pickings this week too. So it's like, man.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, even
Don't worry.
That's what I hear.
Next week is like twice the size I have now.
I'm about to say next week I have exactly 5 on my pull list, and we'll see what else goes with that.
That's my 5. So we'll go.
My number 5. It's a title that I've been picking up. I haven't read probably since the 2nd issue. I need to get caught up on it, and that is Deathstroke Incorporated. One of the Joshua Williamson titles.
There it is. Yeah.
So yeah, Joshua Williamson is behind all of the DC books that are on my list.
Yeah, that's tying into Alpha War, right?
Shadow War.
Shadow War.
Yeah, This leads into Shadow War with Talia al Ghul and Batman and Robin and all that,
which is actually on my pull list for next week. But I haven't been keeping up with this. I dropped this because it's got the point where it's like, this isn't the Deathstroke I know.
It is a different direction for the character.
Yeah.
I was kind of weird about it at first. But I think I stopped reading issue 2 or 3.
Yeah, and from what I recall is that he basically the people they were working him and Black Canary working for, he defeated them, and now he's controlling their army.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he overthrew this agency, which had some clever sounding acronym. I forgot what it was. Yeah. But he overthrew them, and now he's basically like he's the new gang leader. He's King Deathstroke. So, which I mean, I kind of dig it. I mean, if he's gonna be a villain instead of an anti-hero, I'm so tired of anti-heroes. Let him be a villain again.
At least you got a good artist on that book, though.
Yeah, the artist on this, if it's anything like the cover, I really dig the cover art. He's fighting Ravager there.
Steven Segovia is the artist, the interior.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Howard Porter does the cover, though, I believe.
Okay.
Well, it's hard to tell because colorists and I guess Hi-Fi is. They show this guy here. I thought Hi-Fi was actually like a group of people. Colorists.
I don't know. Maybe that's just like his tag or something.
So yeah. Anyway, Howard Porter looks like he's going to cover a variant is Ivan Tao and Aki Bright. That's the incentive.
It looks like this one.
This is the incentive cover. That looks bad.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that one.
Like I said, we're going back to like manga kind of looking like anime. It's like, why are we just
little bit? Yeah,
they're trying to appeal to this just to get to that.
Yeah. Like I was
this
saying, this one though, I was reading up on it today, just trying to get caught up before I go and dive into the actual issues they have. That one's not bad. I
no,
kind of
this
like
actually
that one.
looks. This looks so much better.
That
This
one
is
looks
this
dope.
is
Is that
this is that.
the cardstock?
Yeah, and this isn't. He said this isn't the incentive. The incentive is 1 in 25. So you got to buy
That's
25
awesome.
issues in order to get that one book.
But yeah, this one's gonna have, I believe, the Legion of Doom, which haven't really been seen since Scott Snyder's Justice League run, like 40 issues ago. So Legion of Doom's gonna make an appearance since this is tying into the Shadow War.
Yep.
I imagine Robin and anyone that's been in those books is going to appear. So probably it should still be, and it's Joshua Williamson writing. The guy hasn't written anything bad that I know of. He is writing the Death of the Justice League. You know, I'm on the fence with that, but
I'll give you that. The Joshua Williamson does know how to write good stories.
he does.
I remember reading the second issue of this book and the Wasp people, the bee people.
Yeah,
that was disturbing.
Yeah, it was disturbing. I was all right with it though.
But then we watched. The thing is that we watched that, or we read that, and then we watched Peacemaker with the butterfly. Are we just stealing ideas?
DC has a bug fetish, apparently. Why do you think they put Ambush Bug back on the Suicide Squad? DC's getting into bugs now.
I guess so. They saw that bug Spider-Man.
Yeah, they saw the bug and Ant-Man and Black Widow. All the Marvel bugs are made. Let's try our bug guys. But yeah, no. This is bottom of my list tomorrow. I got to get caught up on the ones that I have. But yeah, if it's anything like any other Joshua Williamson books, it should still be a fun read. So
and I still say they DC and Warner Brother are dropping the ball. They should have done the Slade book or Slade movie, Deathstroke. I mean, him becoming Deathstroke.
That'd be cool.
An origin story because we've never had that on the screen.
I don't want to see him fighting Batman. I'm tired of everyone thinking Deathstroke is a Batman villain. He should either fight the Teen Titans,
Green Arrow,
because he is a Teen Titans villain. Second runner-up would be Green Arrow. But if I see him fight the Green Arrow, I'm just gonna keep holding it up to the Arrow with Deathstroke.
Queen.
And that was like, and I'm gonna hold it up to that because that was one of the better parts of the Arrow show was the Deathstroke.
But like I said, like I just want him going around just like Deadpool had his own movie where he is funny. Yeah, this is the more serious Deadpool movie, the better movie.
We'll see.
Like, killing people, like just going like, oh my god, it's like,
right.
And then at the end, you could have him going against another villain who actually turns out to be a Batman rogue villain or something like that, and he gets on Batman's radar at the end if he wanted to do that, set it up nicely,
Yeah.
Or him tracking down the Joker. I don't care. Slade versus the Joker. Who wins?
Nobody, because Batman will show up and bust them both in typical DC fashion.
Yep. So,
but yeah.
Hey, Trusty. Hello, Mr. Breen.
Trusty and Mr. Breen.
All right. So, anything else other than
That's it.
Right.
Probably I'm going to try to get that cover if it's available, but if all I can get is the cover A, I won't be disappointed because I do like that cover A.
This is cover B, man. You're paying $1 more, but I mean, sometimes if the story
it is a sweet cover. But I like the cover for cover A though too.
That's true.
That's
normally
as long as it's not that anime looking one. The anime one is weird.
Yeah, I've noticed that though. DC sometimes the cover Bs are always better, but in some cases, like Detective Comics, the cover As were better.
Yeah, right.
It's like it all depends what you're into, like what you're like, as far as art type. But I mean, I've been enjoying the cover A's more than a cover for cover Bs. But it's funny for Batman though; it's usually the opposite for me. I enjoy the cover Bs.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna go with my number 4, and this is actually continuing from an actual ongoing crossover. I know this is Teen Titans Academy number 13, a book I normally wouldn't be picking up, but because they have Wally West now involved with this, I did not.
They just started including Aqualad too, the original Aqualad, Garth. They had him in the last issue or two.
Tim Sheridan's writing this. I'm not sure if he wrote the part 2. Or that was
very good
because there was Suicide Squad. There was the first one,
the Alpha issue,
and then Suicide Squad was part 2, Flash was part 3. This is part 4.
Right.
Like I said, I wasn't impressed with the first 2 parts of this, and the last one was better because the Flash is a much better writer. Basically, for those who have been keeping up, Waller has gone to Earth 3, recruited the crime syndicate to be, and she actually wants to rule Earth 3. For whatever reason, I guess for the resources. I'm not sure. We really forgot what her main goal is at the end. Yeah. But she at the end she recruited that.
I just chalk it up to she wants her own Justice League, and she
pretty much that's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
she started. Yeah, Rick Flag has gone rogue. He's no longer.
There's 2 Suicide Squads. Yeah, there's the Waller squad, and then there's the Flag squad.
The original Waller squad, Rick Flag and them. He took their bombs out, deactivated their bombs, so she can't kill them. We get a new not a Sandman, but almost like a new Sandwoman.
It's a girl. I
forgot her name, but she injected herself with the serum and became Sandwoman or something. Did they list her here? No, they don't actually. But
you're leaning in here. Well, no, she's a Suicide Squad member, and I think she might not be alive anymore. I don't know.
Well, last time I saw that she was captured in a tank. Yes, Waller couldn't kill her, so she couldn't. She kept her in this glass case. But you're getting. I don't know who Brat Girl is. Must be a different.
Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, get ready for this wild ride. Teen Titans Academy has all of these obnoxious students. You want to read about the original Teen Titans, but you get stuck reading about Brat Girl or Stitch or.
Looks like Roy's back in here.
Yeah, Roy's back.
Is he back to being alive now? Because I remember last time he was a Black Lantern.
He was back to being alive at the end of Infinite Frontier, I thought.
Okay, I thought he was just went kind of crazy. Mika Queen is now the new Red Arrow.
She's been that for a while. Yeah,
I haven't been keeping up with them really much.
Yeah.
Boomerang's gonna be in here. Hope he's not just a cameo.
Wait,
Captain Boomerang. You have
Boomerang.
Garth. Yeah, Garth the Tempest is back in here.
Tempest. They just brought him back recently. Stitch is the annoying new Ragman stand-in.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
The non-binary gender queer quilt person.
Summer Zaid.
Just gave myself an aneurysm saying that.
Chupacabra, Diego Perez. That's a weird news.
Yeah, it's another new one of the Gotham kids
in here. So basically, it's and you got Bolt, which is I guess is that the handicapped?
That's the speedster with the amputee. The 2 legs. The Aussie speedster. Yeah, I think the reason Teen Titans ties in with this is because Waller gives that girl Bolt. I think she gives her access to the Speed Force and gives her powers. So in return, Bolt owes her and is like an involuntary member of her team. And then the Titans really fight her off. But I think that's where they tie in.
Yeah, I was looking to see if they show it at Cyborg. They don't even show it. They just show the main Titans. They don't show.
Yeah, each of the covers they have a Titan. They have a crime syndicate.
Look at if you look. If it zooms in.
There's Cyborg versus Peacemaker.
Peacemaker's in the back here. We got looks like the Power Ring back here too.
Yeah, it's a little bit of Power Ring. Yeah.
So
Starfire up in the front. I said, I was getting this book mainly because I just really wanted to read about the original Titans. But they take a back seat to the new team, which is garbage.
Well, like I said,
and the whole series is ending at 15 issues. They announced.
Yeah, I only picked it up for the crossover events. Yeah. Otherwise, I just don't really care for everything else. It's
the cover is nice. I like the interconnecting cover. It is a nice cover.
Yeah. As it moves from left to right.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is the alternate cover here. This is the Pamela Hoogboom.
Freaking Red X again. I'm so tired of the Red X thing.
And this is supposed to be John Constantine?
No, that's one of the new students. Nevermore, I think.
Yeah.
Nevermore. He was involved with the Shazam being stuck on the Rock of Eternity.
He's basically related to John Constantine now. He's like a clone.
Took him 11 issues to get to that, and with Red X, and I was like, you couldn't do this in 4 or 5. Good grief, dude.
Well, like I said, I'm only picking it up because of Wally West. If Wally West is even in there, I'm like,
I'm sure he will be in some way.
Yeah. So All right, that was my number 4. Let's go to your number 3.
Well, you mean my number 4?
Oh, did we? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, we didn't do my number 4.
oh,
Yeah.
we don't have to.
Oh, well, hey, fine. Okay. No,
No, no,
that's okay.
dear 4.
So my number 4 is it's let me see where you're at on here. My number 4, it's actually a ways it might still be around there. It's the Rogues number 1,
Rogues
which
number
is
1.
Rogues number 1. It's DC's new Black Label. It's a mini series, so there it is right there. All the way to
Where?
the left.
Oh, right
The
here.
top, yeah, there you go.
Well,
So
that is DC. I passed it up because it looked like it doesn't regular in the Star Wars book.
yeah, but this is Joshua Williamson again. He is writing this book. It takes place in the not too distant future. The Rogues Gallery, Flash's Rogues.
Wow.
Yeah, they're like older and semi-retired. And basically, what I understand is they want to pull. It's the one last heist job kind of story, except in here the Rogues are going to attempt to rob Gorilla Grodd. So, and it's a Black Label book, which makes it sound even weirder. Like it already sounds like it'd be an entertaining enough cartoon, but then they made a Black Label.
The Rogues are pretty. DC Black Label presents the Rogues if you've never seen them before.
Yeah.
Taking on a neo-noir heist, guaranteed to make the reader's blood turn cold or run cold. Now, if Garth Ennis was doing this, I'd be more excited because Garth Ennis has a flair for just making everything go bad.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how this goes. I feel like, I don't know what really to expect. I imagine there's probably going to be some type of Suicide Squad, people are going to die type thing. Yes, this is the second one that I've had, Breen. I got the Suicide Squad Blaze title a few weeks ago. That one was pretty interesting.
Oh.
But this one, it's the Rogues and it's Gorilla Grodd, so it sounded cool to me. And
Josh Williamson, Massimiliano Leomax or Lemox. I don't know.
Yeah. So anyway, it looks like it'll be a fun book. It better be.
There
You
you
got
Here's...
Cheshire, Bronze Tiger. Looks like you got some Suicide Squad members.
This is the.
That's pretty fun. That's a pretty fun variant. I like that.
Michael Cho. I thought it was Frank Cho at first. I said Cho. I was like, oh,
Michael Cho. Yep. no, that's Michael Cho. I like Michael Cho's style. It's almost got a little bit of Darwin Cook.
The non-cheesecake version of Frank Cho.
So, but that is my numero 4.
All right.
So, what have you got for number 3? Good.
Number 3 is a book I've been getting every week, because it's been steadily being better than the last one, and Detective Comics 1058. Not the cover I'm getting though, because I think this is the cover design because this is the Scarecrow is involved in this. Last issue, Scarecrow infiltrated the basic Arkham Tower, and Psycho Pirate was shot in the shoulder. So now he basically took Psycho Pirate and the mayor, his wife, hostage. And because of this, Batman and basically the whole Bat family, except for like I think every black character that's on the Bat family team. Like I don't think the Foxes are even involved in the Bat family anymore. I don't think it even like after Lucius like turned on them. I think they're gonna like just cast out. But anyway, so basically Scarecrow is getting ready to he wants to escape with the golden Psycho Pirate's mask, leaving the other two to die in the basement of the Arkham Tower. It's a race to basically catch him, and just as he's getting ready to leave, Psycho Pirate, urged by Mayor Nakano's wife, basically, hey, you said you have power even without the mask, and like I don't know if this is true or not, if this is something that's retconned by Mariko Tamaki, but he uses his power even though he's weak, and he makes Scarecrow to be confused. That allows Batman, basically them to basically like subdue him, take him out. The mask also bounces away from him though, and so as the mayor's wife was trying to get the mask, these Bane bunch of groups come in, because Penguin's Men's also basically it's Penguin's Men and these other groups like gangs are coming in, the Jokers, and then there's the Banes, and she ends up putting the mask on at the very end, you know, and so that's basically where we are with that. I do like the fact that Batman's back in the book now. Finally, I mean, it was a nice little side story focusing more on like the rest of the family working together as a team. Oracle working like is because Bruce doesn't have his money more because Lucius Fox stole it. Yeah, so he won't give it back. They were working out of a sewer system, but then that got compromised. So now they had to move again. The tower, as far as I know, the clock tower is still compromised. They can't use that. So they got to move again.
Oh, wow.
I found out that finally the Harley Quinn in here actually was really Harley Quinn. I don't know why they wrote it like it wasn't her, or made you think it wasn't. You know, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Rosenberg has a story in here which also concludes at the end. It's going to be ending this, I believe, this issue. I'm not a fan of this cover, so I decided because I wanted to go stock variant because that's the normal one for me. That looks better. I mean,
oh yeah, I do
just
like
the
that
cowl. Yeah, it's like there is the incentive here. The 1 in 25, but yeah,
that one's kind of cool. I kind of like that.
it's like a Keaton one. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, with the yellow circle behind the 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I was going for. Like it's a finale. I don't know where they're gonna go on from this. Yeah, and yeah, Stephanie gets Stephanie knows she's on her gear. She does get a couple of fight scenes in here. We get to see Tim, and surprisingly, Tim's not trying to cut up with anybody in this book. He's just fighting people. That's always a plus.
As he should be.
Right?
As he should be.
Stephanie
we don't need anything else. Tim needs to be a detective and beat people up.
Stephanie and him were leading people out, out of the harm's way, and like Stephanie, who's not in her costume at all, knocks out a guy, and Tim's kind of like, oh, caught off by a car, and then Tim joins in the fun. So there was like, did he hesitate because like all of a sudden he's like, oh, I can't fight now, but then you see him fight. So I was like, okay,
not wearing my protective gloves.
I might chip a nail. So yeah, that's my number 3.
Okay.
So like I said, see how it ends. Will we have a new psycho pirate, or will the mayor's wife be afraid of this? And then, like I said, what's gonna go on? Because now that Batman's back and stuff, after the whole Lex Luthor thing, the Batman thing's kind of put behind the scenes. I think the next is gonna tie into that Shadow War. I think that's next. We're going to next.
Oh, probably. Yeah. I know Batman, Robin,
yep,
Deathstroke, all of that's going to tie into Shadow War coming up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eric. Yeah. Yes, they're now BFFs now.
You're not wrong. Not wrong. So my number 3 that I have, and you may have this further up on your list. It may even be your next one. Mine is going to be Ben Reilly Spider-Man number 3.
All right.
By Mr. J.M. DeMatteis.
Fun little series. I think
very fun. I'm digging it. I didn't read a lot of Ben Reilly when I got into comics, and now I'm really liking Ben Reilly.
Do you know if you saw at the end of these books, they actually showing like he talks about from John, our friend John DeMatteis. He actually
the little letters thing at the end.
At the end, and it shows in the last issue. Last ish, guys, as they say. It shows you the complete collections books you can go over. Like, if you want to go, it says like these books are Ben Reilly, the origin of him. You can look it up on the Marvel universe or the app. Or he said he says if you want to be a long box diver like I am, you go to your local comic book store and get the collections. So at least like he says that he's like, hey, so he's like, yeah, go support your local comic book store.
That's pretty cool. I wish they would do that with more.
But they showed you each picture of each cover, and this is the Carolyn Trainer, but I'll let you talk about it.
Yeah, no. So yeah, this is part 3. Now, unfortunately, it's another miniseries. This is a 5-part miniseries, I think.
Not sure.
That covers all right. I like the 1 in 25. There's also a Dan Jurgens variant, but I like the 1 in 25 variant. I think it's Alex Sinclair.
It's just Shavely, it says,
or Shavely, maybe.
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah, Declan Shavely.
Okay, Declan, probably Declan.
Shavely. Oh,
yeah.
I know a Declan.
Yeah. So I really like that one. But
That's
yeah,
cool.
this has been, yeah, it's just a fun series. Just Ben Riley. It's kind of like X-Men Legends has been. If you've been reading the X-Men Legends miniseries, it's like these stories
Yeah.
that take place during these established timelines. So it doesn't
Yeah.
undo continuity. It just kind of adds a little something to it, which I like. It's
It doesn't retcon anything.
it doesn't retcon anything, doesn't destroy anything. It's just more of what, if you were already reading Ben Riley during that time, you're like, hey, I wish there was more stories. This kind of gives you that. So a lot of fun. J.M.D. Mateus, of course, writing Ben Riley really, really well. I really enjoy the way he writes Ben Riley.
This is the Jurgensen cover right here. So
yeah, that one's really cool.
So
yeah.
Now that I know, I never knew that Jurgensen was doing covers before. So now that I know he draws covers of art, so I'm like, dude, I'm getting all the Jurgensen covers.
Jurgens and Todd Knock, I'm seeing, are getting a lot of cover work recently.
Or Jurgen, yes, I'm saying Jurgensen.
Yeah, you said Jurgensen. I was like, I don't know Jurgensen, but yeah, they're both getting a lot of cover work recently. It looks like Todd Knock, especially at DC, it looks like he's getting a lot of variant cover work. But yeah, this is my number 3.
Yeah, this is actually my number 2, so we'll stay on this.
Okay.
And this is the cover I'm actually getting.
Nice. Okay.
Because this is cheaper to get this than to pay the $25 for this.
Yeah.
Or 15 or 25, depending what the big box store I go to decides they want to charge.
Yeah.
And for those who aren't following this, the last issue, basically, he was attacked by Matt Gargan, who came in his apartment, Ben Riley's apartments, and so he's like, "Here, put your costume on. Let's fight over here. Let's fight here." And they fight at the baseball stadium, where basically that was where Ben had gone with Peter to their basically it was Peter's first baseball game. So the memories coming back, and it's basically he is talking to Dr. Klafka, I think her name is.
I believe so. I think it is Klafka. The woman at it's not. Is it Ravencroft?
Ravencroft, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. She basically he's been talking to her for and telling about all this stuff, how they fought and stuff, and it basically Matt Gargan, the Scorpion did not sound like he was like he normally was, and like he's like, I don't know what it means. Like he's asking, he's like, what kind of hero? Basically, crash questions like, what kind of hero are you? Or why are you really doing this? Why do you put yourself on the line and blah blah blah? And then she's like, well, he's like, I don't know what's going on, but it had to be him. He attacked me. He's like, but she's like, no, he's been in Ravencroft this whole entire time. He's like, well, then it had to be a chameleon. No, chameleon's been there too, and showing all the villains he's basically been fighting, or they're there. They're all in lockup. Even Vermin's been cured. So he's basically, you don't know if he's what's going on. If this is the Jackal, because the last time it was messing with him, he almost thought it was like when he approached the stadium, he saw a figure there. He thought, oh, is this Peter Parker coming back to steal my life again? Because he still got PTSD from that, because he always thought. He thought he was
he thinks he's the original and that Peter is the clone. Yeah.
He gave him 5 years of his life to come back to this. And he's only been back for a year. The first issue is kind of funny, though, because Jameson yells at him, Parker, what are you doing? He's like, I'm not Parker. And then he yells back, I'm not Parker. It's like, leave me alone.
That's like one of the first things you see in issue 1. Yeah,
I love it.
That's funny.
So this could be better if they had more Jameson. I don't know why you have a Spider-Man book without Jameson. He is the key thing that makes it great, other than Spidey fighting his villains. You can never have anybody yelling about that wall crawling, that hubcap stealing, cake eating,
hubcaps,
web swinging, mass menace, Spider-Man.
I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say yes. That was just not called for. No, it needs more Black Cat more than anything. That's who it needs. Not Jameson. It needs Black Cat. But it's still fun though, and the art is solid. I really like the art. It's very bright, very energetic. It's what you'd want from a Spider-Man book. So yeah, definitely check it out if you haven't been already. Guys, stop encouraging him. Come on now. Come on.
Yes. So yeah. Hopefully you guys will check this out. And if you're a fan of the Peter David stuff, doing the symbiote crossroad stuff was basically the same thing. I know some people don't like symbiotes, or they're just too much than symbiote stuff of the past 20 years or 30 years. It's great to see we're getting these good writers going back and saying, you know what, we're gonna write back when comics were good. We're gonna ignore all the crap that's been going on the past 20 years and go back to when it was actually like legitimately awesome and fun to read. And they're not retconning stuff. I mean, I love Peter David. Peter David did not retcon anything. He just did little stories when Peter had still had the symbiote on him. I mean, that's cool. I mean,
Yeah. And I agree with Maranya. I've been really digging as I've been reading this. I do like the Ben Reilly suit a
yes.
little bit more than the regular Peter Parker suit, actually.
And I believe you guys read Spider Girl, who wears this suit.
Spider-Man does wear a variation of the Ben Reilly, yeah.
Spider Girl.
Or Spider Girl. When I say Spider-Man, sorry. Spider Girl does wear a variation.
Walk, Carling, high school. No, I'm not gonna do it.
Anyway.
Anyways.
Anyway. Sorry, tried to.
All right. That was my number 2. Let's go to your number 2.
So my number 2 I've got here is a unfortunately, this is one where I was kind of having to stretch and find some titles, and I found one actually that does look interesting. I had forgotten about briefly. Where is it at here? It is the Lethal Protector.
All right.
Where's that guy at? Of course, there's some Devil's Reign stuff, but like I said, I'm trying to slow down with the miniseries. Yeah, Venom Lethal Protector #1 from David Michelini. He's doing the writing, and Ivan Fiorelli is the artist, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, golly, and in typical Marvel fashion, #1 has at least 9 variant costumes. But yeah, no, Michelini coming back to write Venom. I mean, like we were just saying with Ben Reilly, it's, you know, they're kind of coming back.
Yeah.
They're realizing like, hey, let's go back and revisit these eras that fans love, these, you know, and not retcon anything, but let's just kind of add to it.
Well, let's just see here. Let's look at the. So I'm not gonna show some of the variants, but I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now who's the variant covers on here. We got Bill Sienkiewicz on here, do the variants.
Sienkiewicz, yeah.
Tyler Kirkman's doing 2 covers, you know, a white and the blue one. You probably get the white one. And then we got Lucio Perola, who I didn't realize he's been around for 10 years now doing covers. He started off with Dynamite doing Jennifer Blood and some of those other ones. So I've only discovered him through Red Sonja and, like, you know, and getting those, or not, I mean the Vampirella ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, but
I kind of like the Tyler Kirkman one. That one's all right.
Yeah, the white one, right?
The Kasara Stormbreaker variant's kind of cool. Joshua Kasara, I guess that one is. Yeah. And the Nakayama variant's kind of goofy, where he's wearing a bib with a brain on it.
Yeah, I saw that down there.
But yeah, no, and I like it because, I mean, Venom. I mean, and no disrespect, really. I mean, I like. Here. Whoa, you got a little ad blocker there. I've been liking. I like what Donny Cates did with Venom and all the cosmic stuff, but it's nice just to kind of go back to the roots, not have to worry about Null or different people with the symbiote, just one. You know, there's not Carnage or Scream or any of these other half dozen symbiote villains.
What's great about it says here before Carnage, space gods, clones, toxins, and the revelation that he was a father.
Yeah.
Down as a reporter, tried to take his own life to save an extraterrestrial. Now all the story set in the character early days welcomes him back. Yeah. So that's gonna be
So yeah, it's, you know, good old back to basics. I'm looking forward to checking it out. Hopefully it has that good vibe of 90s.
I got a feeling we're gonna get a Tom Hardy thing.
You think so? You think we'll get I don't know. I would like to hope not, but we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. So I mean, if he's going back to the normal days, I hope he does come across Spider-Man in this, and they do fight in this.
I mean, I have no doubt there's going to be an issue where Spider-Man and them cross paths. There's not a doubt in my mind. And if it's not Peter Parker, maybe it's Ben Reilly.
This is still one of those things where he was becoming the anti-hero. He was a villain, but he was tired of.
He only ate the bad guys.
Yeah.
So
Which, like I said, you gotta have if you gotta have Brock. You were going against Parker. You gotta have Jameson in this. These things,
you don't
Jameson
need
is.
Jameson in a Venom book.
We need
Save
Jameson.
Jameson for
We
Spider-Man.
need Jameson in every single New York book that takes
No,
place in New York
no.
because
Last
Jameson.
time, the last time Jameson was everywhere like that, he was the mayor of New
I
York, and it
know.
was overplayed, and I didn't care for it.
All
But
right.
anyway, that's my number 2. Good
All
lord, who
right.
isn't James? You're gonna ruin J.K. Simmons. I'm gonna see J.K. Simmons on the screen
So
now. Just be like,
I
James.
I'm gonna give you guys my read back off my cap before I get to number 1. So it's a recap. Number 5 was Red Sonja. Number 7. Number 4 was Teen Titans Academy. Number 13. Number 3 was Detective Comics 1058. Number 2, Ben Reilly, Spider-Man number 3. And my number 1 is this one right here. I'm
This is your
excited for
number
this.
1. Oh, okay.
Like I said, it's slim pickings, man, and we'll show you in a little bit, but it's slim pickings as far as what's coming out this week.
It is.
And I can't pass up these classic original writers coming back and writing this stuff. Now it's still, we don't know if he's gonna be. I don't know what his politics are, if he's changed or whatever. Like some writers have gone cuckoo in the past past couple of years. I'm hoping it stays back to what he wished to, how he used to write back in the day, and not that he's going to add stuff, because Marvel likes to add stuff and change things a little bit. Like, oh yeah, it's just this divergent signal. But I don't think Michelin is one of those people. So I'm 95% sure I'm going to enjoy this book.
Cross your fingers.
Like I said, it's before Carnage, so it's Eddie. It's Eddie the symbiote,
Right.
struggling with the symbiote. Symbiote wants to eat brains all the time, so
Yeah.
and he's trying to keep it from going after nice people. And I'm not sure if this is before or after his wife died. I think his wife was his ex-wife Anna was still alive. So as I said, this might be tying in with the Sony movie.
Oh, okay.
First
the
one.
Sony movie, he doesn't get married. His
no, I know, but I mean, like, as far as a sense where he's basically just only going after the bad guys.
I
That's
got
it.
you.
And struggling to be a good person, well,
Okay.
as and bond with the symbiote.
Yeah.
So, all right. So yeah, that's what I got for my number 1. I'll go back out of here, and then we can go to your number 1 after this. Just give a little recap.
Yeah, sure. So my number 5 that I had was Deathstroke Incorporated, number 7. Number 4 is The Rogues, number 1. Number 3 was Ben Reilly, number 3. Number 2, I got my numbering mixed up here. Yeah, no, I got it right. Number 2 is Venom, number 1. And my number 1 pick for this week, it's right on that top row there, 4th one to the right, Robin, number 12. Oh. Yet another Joshua Williamson title.
What a shocker.
And yet another tie-in into Shadow War. I think it leads into Shadow War. So yeah, Robin is, I think it's right behind Flash maybe in books that have been consistently good with DC. I think if I had to only be getting two titles from DC, it'd be Robin and Flash. It's been really good. I like the whole tournament. It's the tournament. It's just about to wrap up. If it hasn't already, I haven't read the last issue, but yeah, the Lazarus tournament story has been really cool. It's been really fun seeing Connor Hawke back. One of the Arrow family members that DC seemed to forget about for a while.
I'll be honestly, I'm not a fan of Connor Hawke.
I mean, I wasn't either when I first was reading like Green Arrow and stuff. I wasn't a huge fan. Now I kind of am. Now it would really be awesome.
Now Connor Hawke is the villain.
It'd be really awesome if they remember they have a second Speedy named Mia Dearden, who was technically the first Speedy I ever read.
They got Miko Queen. She's the Red Arrow.
We don't need a Miko Queen. We need Mia Dearden back. Hasn't been seen since Flashpoint, pre-Flashpoint. But yeah, no, this has been fun. I've been liking Damian Wayne just kind of by himself, not really with the Bat family. It's been cool. It's been really fun to read. Of course, Joshua Williamson again. It's almost like he's like the new Jeff Johns replacement. Like he doesn't seem to have a bad book that he's written so far, or at least a book that I haven't enjoyed. I'll say it that way. So yeah, and then you've got Roger Cruz on the art. The cover that I like, the cover A, it's all right. I'm looking at the card stock
Oh my gosh,
variant
I thought he
cover.
was wearing overalls at first. It
I
scared me.
thought that was like I thought actually if you squint and you close one eye, it looks like 10-year-old Jonathan Kent.
Yeah.
But no, the Francis Manipul cardstock variant is the second one. That's the one I'm looking at getting. I really like that one. The way he's got like all the characters kind of stacked on top of each other. Like you've got Flatline there, Connor Hawk's right behind him. You got Deathstroke, Ravager, Batman, of course,
Yeah.
Talia al Ghul up in the top. Looks like Predator up there, right behind Deathstroke. It looks like the Predator. But
No.
yeah, no, I've been digging it. I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. Wasn't really looking that forward to Shadow War, really, but yeah, between this and Deathstroke, you know, and Joshua Williamson's writing it, I guess it can't be all bad. So
I'm not a fan of
that
this
was
new
not bad.
costume.
I kind of like the new costume actually.
I mean,
I
you might
like
as
I
well,
like the gray with the yellow and the cape and the
maybe
black. I dig it.
I think I'm just traumatized by Captain America United States and Captain America, the kid with the overalls.
It's
'Cause
not overalls. It doesn't even look like
in that
overalls.
first picture right here, if you're
Um,
looking here,
It doesn't look like overalls in that picture.
I see the
You're
little straps
seeing,
here and the
you're,
shirt, and then
but it's not. Oh, okay, all right, whatever. That's my number one.
I wear my dungarees when I fight crime.
Take it or leave it. That's my number one. Well, he doesn't get to magically age up like Jonathan Kent. He's got to become an adult the hard way.
It's just a weird color scheme. They have blue with the red and the
It's
yellow and the
that's
black.
that's gray.
It's gray. Oh,
Yeah, that's like a dark gray.
it's like dumb.
Eh,
All
whatever.
right.
Whatever. Okay, I'm not gonna justify my picks to you.
You don't have to.
But yeah, no. I look. The story has been good. That's all I can say. Is the story has been good, and the art's been good too. So 2 for 2. Better than Tom King, that's for sure.
I like to give him a T. It's King.
It is. You're right. It is King. You are
Can we even
correct.
call him King? We can't call him King.
What's less than a king? What's a not prince?
Court Jester.
Jester.
All right.
Pawn.
So all right.
So we get
some comments right here. Marani is saying nothing personal to all Venom fans, but Michelini needs to write Iron Man more. And Eric Brian says, no, Iron Man is in good hands with Christopher Cantwell. And then they trade greetings, exchanges, presents.
customary greetings, yeah.
So these are the books coming out. Saga, this is I forget who this is. Who's writing it? It's
somebody.
Brian K. Vaughan, at this other series.
That's
it. Back with that. So for if you don't know what Brian K. Vaughan is, he wrote Why the Last Man. So that's his other big book is here, Saga. Mm-hmm. Actually, comics was still going on. Wolverine, Department of Truth might get into.
Okay.
Monstrous, Human Target. Don't care. Harley Quinn. if it was a different artist, I'd actually give it a shot. Iron Man.
Hey, speaking of, there he is, right there.
Yeah. Devil's Reign X-Men #3 there with Emma Frost, looking like a mom.
Haven't been reading the X-Men tie-in. I don't know how it would tie in because it's only in New York and the X-Men are on Mars. So go figure that.
Gunslinger Spawn #6, Task Force Z. That's the Red Hood zombie team.
I may wait for the trade on that one.
Dr. Aphra, Star Wars. I don't read any Star Wars books. I just can't get into them. Avengers Forever.
Jason Aaron, pass.
Villains for Hire. You were reading that. I thought you were.
I was getting that one. It's one of the books that I called when I was trimming my list down. It was interesting enough, but I think I'd just rather wait for the trade. It had a nice Suicide Squad vibe to it.
Wolverine patch, Shang-Chi #10, Captain America Iron Man #5. I might check that out later.
Yeah, I've been meaning to check that one out. That one's Derek Landy, I think, is the writer on that one.
Sad Spider-Man.
Oh, that one has the really cool variant, actually. I may pick up that one just for the variant cover.
You get your Rogues, which are on there talking about. Oh, yeah, Demon Days, Blood Feud, Peach Momoko Reloaded. Electra Black and White number 3.
Tired of
That
the black and whites.
well, this is Anna Senti. If you're a fan of Anna Senti, that's just her writing
Oh.
this.
Oh, okay. Is it just her, or is it?
Well, she's got one of the stories in here.
There's Dave Papos and Paul Azaceta. He's on there as well.
Trial of the Amazons, Wonder Girl issue number 1. I'm not sure if this is Stephanie Phillips writing this or who's writing that, but
that is. Give me 2 seconds here, and that is Joelle Jones. And yeah, no, that's Joelle Jones writing that.
Oh,
so that may actually be worth picking up then if it's Joelle Jones.
Maestro.
Cassie Sandsmark's in it.
Of course. Looks like a Maestro War of the War M. That's number 2.
Peter David.
We have Demons, which is finally coming out. I actually through physical print. Started out on Comixology, but with Comixology being kind of like crappy now, I think most people are just gonna wait for the print version now.
This is the new Scott Snyder book, right?
Yeah, it went different route than I thought it was gonna be, but it's turned out to be. It's still good.
It's got that Peach Momoko variant.
Miss Marvel. God, I mean, I don't mind the character, but like, I was almost tempted, like, should I dip in this, see if it's gonna be good, but like, I'm just not a fan of the writers. They don't know how to write her good compared to like how she's written for like on the kids' cartoon shows. Like, she's written with so much more energy, more personality. Written actually like a real teenager. Has consequences. Deep Target, fun story. I think this is gonna be the last issue. I might be.
I think it's a miniseries.
Well, nope,
yeah,
there's one
6
more.
to 7.
Yeah.
6 to 7.
I might pick this up. Dan again, Black Hammer Reborn, Philadelphia. Then we got the Ghost Cage number 1, Iron and Rocket. Yeah.
Icon and Rocket.
Yeah. Oh, Icon and Rocket. Sorry, my bad.
Godzilla versus Power Rangers from IDW.
Then there's Power Rangers, and there's Transformers with tentacles.
That's weird.
I don't know. I just G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero number 290. Bolero number 3. Transformers Beast Wars, Red Sonny, which I'm picking up. Maniac in New York. That's probably I'm gonna be getting into this series or the one before it. Joy Operations, Bendis' book. The all new Flyer Flyers book coming out by Boom Studios, issue number 2. The Fourth Man number 3, which I believe I've you know what, I haven't read the other issues, but I believe Eric Breen was on here. That might be on his list to pull.
Mike Diodato is one of the artists. I think he's the cover artist. He might be working on the interior as well.
Yep, Until My Knuckles Bleed, Aerosmith, Behind Enemy Lines, Barbarella. Great art, horrible story. I think the person who's writing it is just too busy looking at the art. Has no idea what to write. So they're like, just give me more art. Hotel number 4, good series. This is the 2nd volume by Upshot, I believe. Stranger Things. I don't know why they even have a book, but I guess they're trying to tapping into that stuff.
Well, yeah, they got the new season that's supposed to be coming out pretty soon.
Crowley. Getting some of the weird stuff here. The Lion Eagle number 2.
Oh yeah, I remember Lion Eagle.
But beyond the I believe isn't that Garth Ennis?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is Garth Ennis, yes.
Beyond the Beyond, my bad. And then it looks like we got here. King's Vengeance. You can see the rest right here. But yeah. Like I said, not much coming out. And if you don't like anything that's coming out here, I would recommend this. That's probably the safest bet. Betty and Veronica, anything Archie has been like not tampered with. It's still the classic as you remember to. So
nice.
All right.
Yeah, it's a light week, so yeah, make sure to, if you're catching this on the replay, make sure you leave a comment. Tell us what your comics are that you're picking up. And if you're like us, your list is a little light this week. You can take that extra cash, and Saturday nights you can join us over on Old Man Comics for the comic book auction that we'll be having. I think it's Saturday. I think it's Old Man Comics.
And if you want us to come back, maybe we might do something this Thursday on here. I'm not sure. All depends what you guys are into. See if this channel gets any love. And then do as our lovely lady Marania says so. To contribute to this channel, just drop $1 if you want to. Go to Ko-Fi. Fortunately, we can't get YouTube. Yeah, super chats were not monetized. We've
That's
only
right.
we've only got to 102 subs, I believe we're at right now,
Yeah,
which has been
102.
kind of
We
fun.
broke 100. So
Yeah.
thanks for that,
Uh,
guys.
Also, check out I believe on tomorrow night is going to be another the puppets will be back doing some reviews as well on this channel.
Darn.
Friday they will be doing a reading on here as well, I believe. And also they'll also be reviewing, I believe, I'm not sure if Resident Alien, I think Resident Alien's on break. But check out definitely Wednesdays and Fridays, Geeky Puppet Show, Sundays as well. And as far as Thursdays, we'll let you know.
We'll find out. We'll find out when you do.
I hope you guys enjoyed everything. And yes, extra cash.
Extra cash. Well, it used to be something we would spend on comic books, but now it goes to the gas tank.
Yeah. Extra cash. Yep. Yes. And Marani will not be here. So, Breen, you're in charge of reading for any of the parts that are female.
That's true.
Yep.
Wednesday is a night for the fossils. That's correct.
The channel.
Check out the four
Graphic Man appears also on the readings here too. Every Wednesday night, Eric Breen and his friends from the senior home host a live stream, and they show up books that are younger than them.
They sneak out after lights out to get on camera.
Yes.
Just kidding, guys.
Yeah. I'm not.
But yeah, other than that, if you haven't hit the little bell, hit that so you get notifications whenever we do a stream or a show. So
we do. Like I said, leave a comment down below. Helps with the algorithm. Like the stream if you haven't done it also, and let us know. For those who are new to this or curious more about this, let us know in the comments down below. What books are you excited about this week? Because most of the books on my list, I'm excited for. The Red Sonja, not so much, but hey, we can't all have winners each week,
He's back and he got out. He got out of the closet. Somebody gave him access to a computer again. I'm afraid for my life now.
All right. With that being said, eat that hot death puppeteen, and we'll see you later.
Bye, guys. Y'all have a good night.